Hey guys, welcome to my second tutorial for PneumaticCraft Repressurized Minecraft Java 1.19 to Valhelsia 5012. I think PneumaticCraft is 412-15 or something. Okay, I'm not going to spend too much time on that because getting to grips with that sort of stuff because we need to push ahead. I've got my standard engine from my last tutorial, and we're going to expand that now with a different machine. Instead of the pressure chamber, we're going to be building a set of machines to manufacture plastic and molten plastic, which we need to push ahead to the bigger and better machines. Without further ado, here we go. This is what we need. We're going to need 8 chests, 3 vortex tubes, 14 tubes, 3 heat sinks, 1 refinery controller, 2 refinery outputs, 1 pneumatic processing plant, a heat frame, 15 mechanical pipes, 3 fluid tanks, 1 item drain, 3 belts, 1 repeater, 2 repeaters, 3 dusts, 2 funnels, a spout, some kind of motor system. We'll just go with the creative motor because we're in creative mode, but otherwise, if you're in survival, you're going to need to build your network of motors and gears, boxes, and so on. Shafts 2, logistical transporters 11, 2 more air compressors, 3 logistical sorters, some buckets, and about 12 solid blocks. You're going to need some fuel, some coal, and some oil, but we'll get to that in a minute. Alright. Let's go. Hopefully I get it right this time. I made a mistake last time. So let's build our first things. One, two. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1. Okay. And our vortex tubes. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just going to check that because I swear I made a mistake before. It's indeed is on for 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to need to place one of our chests. Here. And the vortex on top of that, pointing in the right direction. Okay, now we're going to need to add our heat sinks for efficient operation. And to top it here. And our heat frame. Okay, oh yes, now our processing box. We're going to use only 2 refinery outputs. You can go up to 4, but we only need the LPG. So we'll start simple and go from there. Processing plant. And we're done with this phase. Okay, so let's put this stuff away. For the next bit, we'll get our fluids out. So we're going to come up to our machine, and we're going to dump our buckets in it. It's going to be a relatively manual process for the time being. You can automate this process later, but finding the oil is going to be a challenge. So imagine you'll want to connect. You'll fill up your tanks out in the wild and bring them back here and connect them up and process them. Start needing these. Configurator. So that's our oil in, LPG out. Oil in, LPG out. Now we also need to put our diesel out. So how we go about it? Let me just double check. So down. Now we need to get our LPG into our processing plant. And finally, plastic out. Now we set these. Done. Now we also need to now transport our plastic. Just check the size of this. 2, 3. This is what I thought. 1, 2. We need to process our plastic. If that'll do it. Okay, so now we're going to build the plastic processing. We need these. Oops. Oh. How annoying. I already had them in my inventory, so that'd be 11. Ugh. Yeah. Need the redstone dust, and we don't need the redstone dust. We don't need the comparators yet. Need the rest of these things, and we need our transport as well. Let's take that. Okay, we'll get our spout in. Down our belt. Oops, we needed 2 blocks. 2 solid blocks. Here and here. Oh, and we need the rest of our chests too. So let's go ahead and grab those. And our funnels. Right, and now connect up our motor. Neat. Okay, so that's going to get us molten plastic in a bucket, but we need to process it into plastic as well, but we also want to keep some of the plastic. We want to keep some of the plastic as molten plastic because we still need to use that in recipes as well. So we're going to use a logistical sorter to split it up into two. Like so. With two outputs here, we'll say we want default is on and round robin on. Okay. Excuse me. And now we're gonna need to get. If we cool the chest that is got molten plastic, it will form into plastic with a chance of doing better than putting it out in the wild. So we're gonna do it that way. So plastic will come out. Let me just check again. Yes, we've got a space in between. Sure, I see. Because it's just more efficient that way. And we need the last sorter. We had 3 of them to get only our buckets back out of this one. So we'll need to change this to blue. And we'll need to change this to blue. We'll need to wait here until we get a bucket of molten plastic to set the filter on it. We'll do that in a second. So we'll grab our buckets. Let's grab our buckets. Tell it. Okay, that will do. That will do the job. We could have just actually not set this to blue at all and just don't like that. But oh, I'm getting a bit wild. Ahead of myself. Okay, so I think that's that done. And now, oh yes, we need to expand our engine because it's not going to be able to power all of this or keep enough pressure for all of this. So we're going to put another supplementary and another drive compressor. And don't forget to make sure that it is high signal. They are high signal ones. Connect them up for fuel. Oh, that's the other thing I didn't do. Need coal. Input. Okay. Fun. Okay. last thing we need to do is insulate our refinery, because it'll run much more efficiently, and without that, we're not going to have much of a chance of success. So we cover it up. It makes it quite awkward to use, but you get that. So let's see if it's done. Oh yes, it's not to the top one. There we go. Okay. We are ready to rock. Now we just need to know the calibration for our engine. And I can tell you that it's only going to run about 2 bar. And we'll put our resources in here. Hang on. It's only going to run about 2 bar. So we'll have this on 2 to say run our supplemental till 1 bar and run our drive until 1.5, and that's fine for this network. This system. Fine. That's more than enough. It's going to be slow, but that's how it is. I don't. You can put upgrades, and this is the upgrades come into play. You can later upgrade all this to make this faster. Put upgrades in your refining controller and processing plant, and make things happen fast when you need to. We won't need to mess with this, I don't think, too much. Except maybe another drive if we start processing full on all the time. But it's going to use a lot of fuel. Just warning you. All right. So let's turn off our safeties and get the machine rolling. It's going. See what our temperatures are like. Our temperatures are increasing where they need to. Nice. And decreasing where they need to. Nice. Let's grab my, while I'm waiting. We're going to need one of these because we're in creative mode, so let's put the rest back. Yeah, we almost got to 1 bar. Look at the temperatures now. The temperatures were ideal for minimum for our refinery and our processing plant and our plastic forming station. They're all good to go, and we haven't even reached 1 bar yet. So like I say, we only really want to run this 1.5, 2 bar, just to give ourselves some overhead, some slack space for actual processing. When we process, it's going to use some. I'll wait until 1.5 before I start throwing the stuff in the system, because it will choke the system until I do that. Take a little while. Let me change this back because it bothers me a little. Oh, what did I do with the config? The default is off anyway. Buckets only. That's good. Okay, well, it's pressurized. Okay, this will do. That's it won't run so well, but we'll just put 3 buckets of no, we'll put 4 buckets of crude oil. 4 buckets of crude oil into our refinery. We can see that it's producing diesel. Oh, it's not releasing the diesel. Oh, I see. Well, we need to pull that out. Using up the crude oil. The pressure is remaining stable. Alright, so let's have a look at what's happening in the processing plant. When it gets to 100 millibuckets, it will consume it of LPG with our coal. Oh, it's a problem. Not enough fluid. Poorly insulated. We don't worry about the insulation. It gets way hot enough. There we go. 100 millibuckets. Produce a plastic. Some molten plastic. Goes into a bucket. Went into... we missed it. We'll have to... there it is. Bucket of molten plastic. Now we need to put our filter... yeah. Need to change this to make it as blue. We've only... no, make it as green rather. And our default is going to be blue. There we go. So it'll only take out a molten plastic. Won't take out a molten plastic. I'll put this back in the system. Oh, it happened so quickly. Let's wait till we see it in the spout. How long has it got? Just a couple of seconds. There it goes. And that one went straight into our storage. So there you have it. Plastic production. Thanks for watching.